Hey. So yes, let's talk about it, guys. So this is my specialty, something that I want to help every mental health professional or those that are starting their practices, their businesses, anything in the entrepreneur realm as it pertains to mental health. I'm going to show you how to level up really quickly using ChatGPT. Yes, we're going to start simple today. ChatGPT is pretty much the go-to AI tool for everyone. And I'll be honest with you, I use lots of AI tools, and ChatGPT is not one that I use to, should I say, like create content, courses, things like that, but it's something that I use to brainstorm, to kind of think and figure out what is my best move and how to go about doing it. And also for prompts. For those of you who know anything about AI, prompting is everything. If you don't know how to prompt your AI to do a thing, it's not going to work the way you need it to. Trust me, it's a waste of your time and a waste of your energy. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you how I actually use my ChatGPT, but we're going to go back to the basics. So I'll share my screen, and what I want you to do is actually look at what I'm going to do first. So you can actually follow along if it's easier for you to do that, or you can pause, take notes, and do this at your own time. So as you can see right now, I have my ChatGPT up. So just to kind of go to the fundamentals for those of you who don't really know how to use ChatGPT, or maybe are not all that familiar with it, ChatGPT has different how would I call it? It's different models, should I say. So basically, this is ChatGPT 5.2. This is the newest model. But you can go here to legacy models, and you can do 5.1, 5.1 thinking, 5.1, there are different ones that you can click on. I normally keep it on auto, so it goes to the main one, the most updated one at that time. So as you know, whenever you're watching this video, there might be an updated one because they update them like pop, pop, pop. Every time you turn around, there's a new one. All right, and I also have it on instant, so it answers questions right away. And sometimes it thinks longer for better answers. You can pick and choose how you want. This one's on auto, meaning that it decides if it needs to give it information instantly or if it needs to think for a little bit, just depending on what I'm asking it. But either way, it doesn't matter for this part of the presentation, what I'm going to show you. I want you to go down to where your name is. As you can see here, you go down to your name and you're going to see something that says settings. So this is the settings, personalization, and you're going to see upgrade plan. Let's work our way down. So let's go to personalization first. When you hit personalization, let's start first when you look at general. So general is going to give you this appearance. The appearance is pretty much like the system, but I can change it to dark. It's going to look like that. I could change it to light, where it's going to look like that. I have it basically just on system, so it rotates back and forth just depending. And then you can do the accent color. Right now it's on default, but I can change it to blue. I can change it to green. You can change it to whatever you want the accent to be. And what that means is X out. See, this is now yellow if I use the voice and the different things that'll pop up. So going back there, this is something simple, guys, but this is how you personalize your ChatGPT. All right, and if you go to back to general, so I'm here and I'm looking at it. I changed it to yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and change it back to default because I like to just keep mine the basic color. And in language, it can auto detect. It basically knows what language based on what I'm saying and what I'm doing. Now, in my line of work and what I do, I have a lot of virtual assistants, editors, content, just web developers, all from overseas. They're in a lot of different places. So sometimes when I want to communicate quickly and make sure that I'm able to get the message across in their native language, I can go here and I actually change it. Or what I'll do is tell chat, hey, I need you to tell the person this in Bangladesh. So I'll say something and it'll actually translate into Bangladesh. I'll show you that little tool in a minute. But anyway, so this is pretty much the language. It's auto detect. It knows I speak English, so it's good. Spoken language, it's auto detect. Whatever it hears, whatever you're typing, that's what it picks up on. And then you can do the voice. So say for instance, I changed the voice. I love Spruce, but you can change to any voice you want here. But let me let y'all hear Spruce.
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking forward to working together. Let's figure out where to start. What's on your mind?
That's
hey,
Spruce.
How's it going?
So whenever I do the voice automation or the voice prompt on ChatGPT, Spruce is who comes to mind, and that's who talks to me. And I'll do something like that showing you. Right now we're just doing basics. And I'll do different steps and different ways to use ChatGPT, but I just wanted to show you that. Now, if I don't want to show any models and I only want to show the 5.2 model, then I would just take this off. But right now I have it showing additional models because sometimes ChatGPT has changed a lot and I like the older models better, but as the newer ones become more acclimated with systems and updates and all that kind of stuff, they come around and they're pretty good. But sometimes I've had to revert back to older models. So I like to show the additional models there. So this is in your general part. So most people don't do this. They just jump in and use it. This is what I want you to do. Notifications. You can push responses here. You can do group chats. You can do tasks. You can do projects. I have it set up with email. You can do get recommendation, which is a push through an email. And then also your usage, you'll get pushed through in emails. I don't really use too many of the notification features, but this is something that you can look into and utilize. I'm just going to show you the areas that I use a lot and that's helped me out in my process. Personalization. To me, probably the most important one. I have the style and tone on default. My ChatGPT knows me. How I talk, how I want them to respond to emails, how I feel about my business, what's important, what's not important. When I send an email through and I say respond, it knows exactly what kind of energy I'm bringing in that email. And sometimes I bring the energy and it's like, let's tone it down a little bit, and it'll fix it or make it sound a little bit more softer in my responses. All right, and it's not that I'm intending to be rude or, brash when I'm talking to people, but sometimes I get a lot of redundancy with people asking me the same questions over and over, or I've repeated myself multiple times, or they're not following through or reading things and they're asking me about stuff before they've actually read through what I sent them. So it can be a little frustration there because I do a lot of different things and I have a lot of different tasks and a lot of different responsibilities. And right now in my communities, I have thousands of people that I work with that reach out to me on any given time about various things. So sometimes I have to push it through chat to say, can you help me respond to this? And it'll fix up what I said. All right. So right now I have the default. It's on default. So it's warm. It's enthusiastic. You can actually change some of the headers in the list. I have it on default, but sometimes you can change it. So use clear formatting and list. You can change it so it's more paragraphs instead of lists. I have it on default. So it fluctuates between the two. And then emojis default. I definitely use emojis, and it knows when I'm sending certain things to do emojis. It even knows my skin color when it sends emojis. Like, it's just connected. It knows your girl. As a professional, educated, down to earth with slight humor, unless doing clinical notes or documentation, medium responses, neutral, educated, informative, take a forward thinking approach. That is pretty much what my instructions are. Short, sweet, straight to the point. That's what I needed to do for me. And then about you, I switched the nickname. Sometimes I have it call me Coach. Sometimes I have it call me Ariza, whatever it is. I give it a little bit about my occupation, so it knows a little bit about me and what I do. So then that way it can know when it's responding, oh yeah, she's a content creator. Oh yeah, she does help small businesses scale and grow. Like, it knows about me. And then more about me. It knows that I have a private practice, a YouTube channel, knows all of that kind of stuff. It knows a little bit about some of my favorite books, some of the people that I like to follow and read. It knows my ultimate goal. All of that stuff is in there. So it's really, really helpful to have it. And then you can save your memory, your websites, your links, all of that kind of stuff you can save so it actually has that information. You can connect apps. I have mine connected with my Gmail accounts, my Google Drive. You can do connectors. You can schedule stuff. I don't really use that too much. And you can order things. I haven't ordered anything, but you can have ChatGPT actually order products for you. It's crazy. But I haven't done that part yet. So these are just the basics. I have security features. I actually have it set up, trusted devices. It has my Android because that's what I normally use most of the time when doing it. Push notifications. It has an authenticator app. And it says you haven't used ChatGPT to sign into any other websites or apps yet. Once you do, it'll show up there. So I have not used it to do that at all. All right, then you also have parental control. I can add family members and let them use it and safeguard their account. I haven't done that. And then it shows you the different plans. Right now I have ChatGPT Plus. I could always upgrade my plan or change it. What it does is help solve complex problems, create more images faster, all of that kind of stuff. And then it shows you the different things that I can add. I can add links here. This is something I haven't done. I've added my email, my personal one is there because that's the one I started. But let's just see, adding a domain. So I have a lot of different websites. I'm going to add that domain. It says check, and it's going to ask, it says to verify ownership, navigate to your DNS provider and text record value. Now this is exactly why I have not added my sites, because I'm not really tech savvy. So it says your domain could not be verified. I'm going to have my web guy, which I actually meet with him right after I record this video, to assist me with that process so I can actually add the websites and do those types of things. But that's just a quick overview of that. Now, when it comes to prompting, a lot of people don't realize that ChatGPT can help you with the prompts. I know we're supposed to have prompts that we give to ChatGPT, but let me show you really quickly 2 features and 2 things that people likely don't use. hey chat, I want you to help me create a prompt so I can create some amazing blogs that's going to have amazing SEO for my website. And this is for my supervision, central, and counseling practice. So I need it to be popping. I need people to read these blogs and want to work with us immediately for either outpatient and also for us to provide clinical supervision. Now remember, I asked it just to create a prompt. They're not creating the blogs, they're not creating any of that stuff because there's a lot of different AI tools that I use and I might not like the article or the blog that chat sends me. But because we're writing authority building, SEO driven, client converting content that makes people in Virginia and your other states, because see, it knows I'm licensed in multiple states, say, yep, this is where I'm booking. So it knows me already. So it gives me the whole prompt. It says you are an expert SEO strategist. See, when you ask chat to do the prompt, it knows exactly what kind of language and how you need to address it. So it gives you the best of the best. So it says you're an expert SEO strategist, licensed clinical social worker, and a persuasive copywriter specializing in mental health marketing. Write a 1,200 to 1,800 word blog post for private mental health practice called Supervision, Central, and Counseling Services, located in Virginia, servicing, and it even knows the surrounding cities. It says the objective is I wanted to rank on Google for high intent local mental health. I wanted to attract outpatient therapy clients. I wanted to attract supervisees seeking LCSW supervision. I wanted to establish us as a trusted, ethical, and experienced authority. You guys get the gist and you get the idea. So I'm not going to bore you, but let me just show you how I will make this work. So I would take this prompt and I would just copy it all. I'll read through it. Some stuff I'm like, it's pretty long because again, this gives you an idea of what chat would do if you gave it the real information to go back and behind the scenes and do it. Most people just say, create me a blog for my website, and that's not really gonna help. So I already cut and paste this, but as you can see, it's given a structure. It has to have a compelling SEO title. It actually gives it examples, anxiety therapy in Norfolk, Virginia. When is the time to get help? How trauma shows up in high functioning adults. Really good one. I like that article. Affordable therapy options in coastal Virginia. What to look for in LCSW supervisor in Virginia. All this stuff. So these are like next level. So it's for this. It's going to pick one primary keyword per blog, create 10 blogs around related clusters, internally list them together. So as you can see, this is pretty much everything that I have AI doing, and I've already created the prompt. And at this point, I'm like, I'm good to go. Like, I'm excited because now I get to have that prompt and go on to my other AI tool, which I'm going to show you. So this is what chat has created, and we're going to go back to chat, but I'm going to take you a little bit to another tab. I use Galaxy AI. The link is all in my bio for these different AI tools that can help you level up. So Galaxy AI has all the AI tools. So do I have a separate subscription to all of them? Yes, because your girl is AI amazing. AI intelligence. That's what I'm going to say. So anyways, I'm just going to tell you right now, and I've perfected and I use AI for a lot of different things. So right now we're going to go to my Galaxy AI. And the one I use mostly over here is the chat arena. So I'm going to click over here to chat arena. And what I'm going to show you is how I'm going to use my favorite, I have 4, but I'm going to use my favorite 4 tools. I'm not going to use ChatGPT for this one because I already have it, the prompt and all that stuff, and I can just tell it to do it. So I'm going to use Claude, and there's different forms of Claude, but for this one, we're just going to stick with 4 because if I go to 4.5 or 4.6 to the other ones, it costs a lot of credits. We'll talk about credits at another time. But anyways, this is Google Gemini 2.5 Flash. I don't really know if I want to do Flash. I don't really need it to be that fast, but I do want it to, give me good information, but it doesn't need to be like really quick, fast, and in a hurry. It can just be the Pro version. So I'm going to change it to Pro and let it decide. And then I'm going to use Perplexity. Because the no Perplexity comes from like a more academia standpoint. So I'm just going to pick that, and I'm going to pick the Sona reasoning one. And I'm going to go down here to the prompt that we curated in ChatGPT and see I cut and paste it. So the whole prompt is there. It says you're an expert, and I'm just going to push this through and see what these bad boys do. So while it's creating it, reviewing everything and deciding, we're going to see which one created the best article or the one that's more like it, or better yet, your girl just going to have like 30 blogs. You know what I mean? So working smarter, not harder. That's what I'm teaching you guys, and that's what AI helps you do. It helps you level up. So if anybody who's telling you is cheating or is not doing this, you have to understand how to use the thing and not allow people to get in your head and tell you what not to do and how not to do it. So while it's creating those blogs, just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go down and we're going to talk to Spruce just so you can hear his voice and see how I also use the voice prompt. I don't use it as much, not as much as most people do. I use it like once in a blue moon just to really show people that it exists. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I've got my thinking cap on and ready to roll. How about you? Gearing up for a big project or just feeling out some new ideas? Still the tea.
Well, I haven't spoke to you in a while, but I can see you still got that New York swag, talking about spill the tea, trying to be all litty on me. But I have some things that I'm thinking about doing in the business. I want to kind of grow my private practice, and I need to do it quick. I mean, 30-day turnaround, making something pop, like amazing, hiring, improving marketing, website, all of this stuff. I just need you to give me the keys to the kingdom to get my practice generated. Like maybe I can get to like 1 million with my private practice really shortly if you help me come up with a plan. Can you do that?
I can definitely help you lay out a game plan, but let's be real, hitting 1 million in 30 days is ambitious. What I can do is give you a fast track approach. Key hires, marketing moves that cut through the noise, and systems to scale. You'll need a mix of rapid client acquisition and solid back-end operations. So if you're ready to hustle hard, let's map out the moves.
All right. And I don't know why I said in a month. I didn't mean in a month. I meant just to hit that $1 million mark. I know it's very possible because my private practice has thrived and did exceptionally well. It came very close to that number, but I've kind of put my foot off the gas a little bit. So I'm trying to put my foot back on really quickly so we can help scale and get to that point. Right now, I have about 5 hires, and I'm looking to hire 5 more within the next 30 days. So that's pretty much what I need help with. Fast tracking this hiring process in the next 30 days.
Got it. So we're talking scaling smart, not just fast. We'll tighten up your hiring pipeline. In the next 30 days, we'll clarify roles, clinicians, admin, marketing, streamline where you post, and use your brand success story to attract top talent. Let's also create a standout hiring page, make them want to join the mission. Ready to get tactical?
Yes, hold that thought, because I have an audience right now listening, and I just want to, keep it a little bit under wraps, and then we'll share it with them at another time. So I'll get back to you.
No problem at all. Your secret scaling plan is safe with me. Whenever you're ready to dive back in, we'll have those strategies ready to roll. Until then, your audience will just have to wait for the grand review.
All right. So as you can see, that's just a little piece of how I use ChatGPT to kind of level up, have conversation. As you can see, it does the same thing. Now, the difference between the chat and using the feature that I just used is the feature I just used can help you strategically, but it doesn't have the most current information. That part of ChatGPT is not as current as the 5.2 and just talking into it or typing into it. It has really good up-to-date data. When I'm speaking to Spruce, I don't know what his name is. That's just what the voice name is on here. As you can see, he can give you information and really go back and forth, but it's not like he's a walking encyclopedia or like a walking Google that can give you all the information and analytics you need for things. But yes, that is a tool that you can actually use. So without making this video any much longer than what it needs to be, let's jump back over here to Galaxy AI. So as you can see, we did the 3 prompts and we are over here now. So I'm gonna click on Claude first, and let's just see what Claude came up with. If it was even able to come up with something, it might have been like, girl, your prompt is too long. Boom, let's see. Check that out, guys. It's a lot happening here. It's really long. So for time's sake, we're not going to go through all of it, but let's just see. Anxiety therapy in Norfolk, Virginia. Your path to peace starts here. The meta description. Find expert anxiety therapy in Norfolk, Virginia, licensed therapist serving When anxiety takes over, you don't have to face it alone. So this meta description, that's something that you could use, but if I'm using it for blogs, I'm going to take this part out. This part I will cut out, and this is what I'm looking at. When anxiety takes over, you don't have to face it alone. You woke up with this familiar knot in your stomach. Understand anxiety more than just stress, physical symptoms. So I like the flow of it. It looks really good. And then it goes down to the call of action. It's saying, why choose SCCS for anxiety therapy in Norfolk, Virginia? Our team consists of, and it's telling you about our team. It's telling you the type of therapy we provide. It's telling you that we're culturally competent and inclusive. You see how it's using those words? So when people look it up, they'll see it. And this is pretty much it. It's and then for mental health professionals, LCSW, clinical supervision services, it has some information and data on that. So I will cut and paste and create these into little marketing strategies and little places to actually post these blogs, or give it to an intern or someone that can actually go through all the material and see what's going to be the best, because we gave it a huge prompt with a lot of stuff. Normally I would say just do 1 or 2 versus a whole lot, but I wanted to show you it has the capability of doing a lot more. So pretty much this is some options. It gave us the social media captions. It gave us some long tail keywords. That's pretty much what it looks like with using that. Let's see what Google came out with. Gemini, should I say. Pretty similar. Not bad. It's pretty good. But you'll want to read through all of these. So this is going to take some time. You want to read through all of that, and then it's telling you how to capture it on social media, snippets of it. From the outside, you feel like you got it all together. And then you have the hashtags, and then you can have those snippets. All right, so that is pretty much Gemini. Now let's see with Perplexity. You see the gist. You can actually have it do something like creating 5 questions to ask somebody that you're going to be interviewing on blah, 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 and send it, and just see how different each AI is able to really give you the information it needs. So Perplexity just said, they reasoned for a few seconds. It says, I'm ready to write a high converting SEO optimized blog. For this, it says, which primary keywords would you like me to target? So it's asking you questions. This is the only AI that came back and asked us specific questions because it wants us to be able to answer it. It says, you provided excellent examples. Once you confirm the primary keyword, I'll write that 1,200 to 1,800 word blog. So basically that's what it was. It wasn't supposed to be multiple blogs, but it was a blog that had that information in it and how we wanted to do it. But each AI interpreted it differently. And then it says, which keyword should I use? Once you let me know, I'll deliver the complete post. So you would just respond back with the information based on what it's asking you. For time's sake, I'm not going to make this video any much longer than what it is, but I wanted to just introduce you to Galaxy AI, how it has that amazing arena feature where you can pick as many AIs you want. Look, I can even go over here and pick more. I just showed you guys how I use those 3. But if I wanted to like change the subject, let's just see if I wanted to do a new chat. Let me just go to a new one. And I wanted to do 4 different options. I can do that. I can do Grok, Gemini, Claude, and you can change it. As you can see, they have different versions of AI, and this is what gets you comfortable to doing it. Also, another thing I'll show you, if you want to do flyers and content, and you don't want to keep hiring people on Fiverr to do it, I'm going to show you which AI tools creates the best flyers, thumbnails, and so forth for your programs. I hope this video was hella helpful. If it was, and you realize that, hey, I want to level up with AI and learn more tools and ways to be more efficient and effective in the work that we do, let your girl know, drop it in the comment section. And I'm telling you, we can do this every day, every week if you want, because I have a lot of tools that I use, and I feel like mental health professionals are falling behind more so than any other profession because they're afraid of AI. They feel that it's cheating. They don't know how to implement it. They don't know how to utilize it. So instead they're running from it. And as they're running from it, our competitors and people in other niches are running towards it, which is pushing us further behind. So it's kind of like the cell phone. People's like, I ain't using that thing. And they walk around with beepers. You know, it took a long time for them to connect with somebody, didn't it? But eventually they had to come to light. But by the time they came to light, they're still learning how to use a flip phone, and we're using other types of phones. So you guys get the gist. You got to catch up. Make sure AI does not push you or make you fall behind. You need to catch up to speed. So check out your girl. I'm telling you, Rise of Hillman Official, we doing it all here because I'm trying to help you scale, elevate, and get to where you need to be in your business quick as lightning. Talk to you soon.